Happy New Year! January is renowned as the slowest month for video game releases, yet this time around it's absolutely packed, from a few AAA to a ton of free-to-play, and of course some hidden gems along the way. So if you're a little strapped for cash after Christmas spending, or if you've been given money to spend, here's the best January has to offer. I'm Adam, hello there, let's do this. I'm starting with a rumour, as insiders have told us the new Prince of Persia game, a remake of The Sands of Time from 2003, is supposedly releasing mid-January, around the 16th. This is not officially confirmed yet, as the trailer you're watching right now was so badly received in 2020, the game was delayed until 2026. If this turns out to be true, I'll pin a comment below. Do you remember Code Vein? Many people summed it up as anime Dark Souls in an open world. It was a PS4 era game and asked us to prevent the apocalypse. It had some good ideas, but it lacked a little development and refining, if I'm totally honest. Well, now in 2026, they are back with Code Vein 2. It retains the anime aesthetic but improves almost everything else. Deeper customization, more accurate combat, improved boss battles, and more engaging storylines. And in the original story, we didn't prevent the apocalypse, so now we're introducing time travel to prevent it from ever happening. Code Vein 2 gives us an AI-controlled companion to fight alongside, perfect to aggro enemies or to bring in a few more tactical options during a battle. Coming on January 30th on the PS5, the Xbox Series, and PC. Another game with code in its title releasing in January is Code Violet, a PS5 exclusive which isn't getting pushed at all by Sony. On January 10th, the dino-themed action horror game drops, which looks to me like it's inspired by Capcom games. Kinda like Resident Evil's bioengineering focus crossed with a little Dino Crisis. And other influences include Dead Space. Code Violet could be amazing because no game has really been able to follow up on Dino Crisis, but I've got to be honest, some of the gameplay trailers do look a little janky to me. I may be overreacting, and that could be due to showing the game in its early stages, which have jaded my opinions. Let's see if it hits the release date of January 10th. Code Violet isn't a full price game either, retailing at $50 US, €50 or 40 quid here in the UK. Check out the name of this next game. I Hate This Place. It isn't a cry for help, it's based on the comic book series which explains the art style as our feet thud on the ground. An isometric survival horror game that is centered around a crafting mechanic. Venturing through a foggy deserted town, a haunted forest, and an infested bunker to name a few. The devs originally planned to release closer to the spooky season last year, but needed an extra few months for polish, and it looks good to me. I Hate This Place drops on January 29th on the PS5, the Xbox Series, the PC, and the Switch. Okie dokie, over to free games, and holy heck, this is the most free games we've ever included in a monthly video. There are 4 new free games dropping in January and 2 more quietly released during late December. Oh, first, do me a favour please, click subscribe, as 77% of the people who watch this video series aren't subscribed, so please think about it. Thank you very much. Anyway, free games. Highguard is the least known game of the entire year, announced only a few weeks back at the Game Awards, and now releasing on January 26th. Highguard is described as a first-person PvP raid shooter, made by a bunch of the devs who helped create Titanfall and Apex Legends, so this could be huge. As I'm writing this, all we have is one single trailer to go off with very limited information, but what we have seen are destructible walls. We've seen hero abilities with claws and hammers, and we've seen the fantasy setting, including horse riding, all set upon the foundations of gritty gunplay. Could Highguard be the next big free-to-play game? Find out on January 26th on the PS5, the PC, and the Xbox Series. At the other end of the free-to-play spectrum is the 7 Deadly Sins Origin, a co-op open-world RPG set around the popular manga which later became an anime series. We step into the role of Tristan, who is the son of the show's protagonists Meliodas and Elizabeth. We are destined to bring order to the open world after a 1,000-year war ended, exploring each biome to find new quests and puzzles, completely alone or online with other players. Combat is another key element, with sorcery a major part of defeating these high fantasy fantasy enemies. And just look at it, my eyes are bleeding from all the neon elemental goodness. The core audience looks to be those of us who picked up Genshin Impact. If you want to try it, it's all yours for free on January 28th. And hey, it's got flying mounts, so I'm gonna try it. The 7 Deadly Sins Origins comes to PS5, PC and mobile. If you're more of a brawler, check out 2XKO, which finally lands on console in January. The tag team fighter set in the same world as League of Legends, or if that game scares you, it's the same characters as the amazing Arcane show. Jinx and Vi have joined the roster since we last spoke about this last year, making 11 fighters right now, and many more are coming as the devs push for 2XKO to become a highly competitive esport, just like League of Legends. The fighting genre is packed in 2026, with Invincible Versus and Marvel Tokon here to contest the top spot. So does a free-to-play game have the edge to reach more players? Time will tell. 2XKO comes to PS5 and Xbox Series in January, but the exact date hasn't been confirmed yet. When it is, I'll put it in the comments. Oh, and the PC version is already available. Yet another free game that wants to take over your life in 2026 is Arknights Endfield. It's a 2-in-1 game as we fight in a typical action RPG style, but then we also have a factory to run. Yeah, it's part management sim. The original games were solely tower defense, but in this iteration, it's been expanded upon massively. We are sent to the moon Talos 2, embracing a sci-fi setting, and after an epic opening scene, we get amnesia, because nothing says gacha game like a protagonist who can't remember anything. And speaking of gacha, the character models are some of the most impressive I've seen in this genre. Combat is team focused, starting with basic button bashing and timing dodges, but over time the synergy between your characters matters and everything becomes this balletic ultra-violence. Lovely, right? And of course, away from the combat, you're running your own factory mineral business. Arknight Endfield launches on January 22nd, that's on the PS5, the PC and mobile. Are you feeling free gamed out right now? No? Well, here's another one. The console version of Terminull Brigade shadow dropped on the PS5 and Xbox Series last week with literally no fanfare at all. A tough one to describe, so I'll go for a roguelite hero shooter. Designed for 3 players, we enter a semi-procedurally generated world and run and gun to face off with minions before heading into a boss fight. Each mission we complete gives a random reward, which upgrades our current loadout. And as this is a roguelite, every run restarts with very basic gear, and we unlock upgrades randomly as we play, and also unlock some permanent ones too. Imagine Hades crossed with Overwatch, and that's what Terminull Brigade wants to be. Out now on PS5 and Xbox Series. And there's still one more free game to bring up. Remember Splitgate 2? It was released and almost immediately fell off, in part to criminally overpriced cosmetics and a dude wearing a hat at the worst time ever. Since then, the game was taken offline and reworked upon, and now it's back and it's dropped to the number 2. It's Splitgate again, Arena Reloaded. The gunplay is great, the portal system is honestly wonderful, so Splitgate Arena Reloaded is out right now on PS4, PS5, the Xbox Series and the P to the C. That's enough free games for 1 month, back to priced games. Metroidvania fans, look out for Mio Memories in Orbit. A little lonely robot decides to explore the hostile world it finds itself in, with both unknown alien tech and overgrown greenery trying to end the little dude. While progressing through the world defeating guardians, we are slowly rediscovering the memories and the history of this place to find out what really happened here. With a quirky art style, look out for Mio Memories in Orbit on January 20th on the PS5, the Xbox Series, Switch 1, 2 and PC. And a Japanese game from 2024 finally gets a Western release. The Legend of Heroes: Trails Beyond the Horizon. The long-running role-playing game has turn-based combat and starts a new story, just in case you didn't play the other 20+ games. The demo is out right now, and the full game drops on January 15th. And with that, our first month of 2026 is done, which means I owe you some dad jokes. Like this one. What do you call it when a snowman throws a temper tantrum? A meltdown. Okay, Christmas is over, no more Christmas jokes. I was going to tell you about the girl who only eats plants. But you've probably heard of herbivore. Come on, that's clever, right? That's clever. Yeah, it's good, right? It's good. I asked my sister to pass me the holiday pamphlet. She said, brochure. Yep, it's a pun, it's a pun. Anyway, later that day, her boyfriend attacked me with milk. How dare he? I'm Adam, you're awesome, it's been a pleasure. All the best for 2026. See ya.